Spring started with a bang as Netflix released Against the Ice, a film about two explorers in 1909 who try to survive after they get left behind by Denmark compatriots on Greenland. It's a great tale of survival filled with tension, real emotions, and fantastic cinematography. If you want to watch more movies like it, here are 5 movies similar to Against the Ice. Number 5, Touching the Void. Just like Against the Ice, Touching the Void is based on a true story. In fact, it's actually a documentary. It's a true story of 2 climbers and their journey in the Peruvian Andes in 1985. The photography is just as great as Against the Ice, and the tale is just as suspenseful and terrific as the subject in question. I think that in the sound department, the score is a little better than in the Netflix original film. It also reunites different genres seemingly, as this is a documentary, an adventure, a buddy film, and a true horror story in nature. Number 4, North Face. This German film, entitled Nordwand originally, is also a great replacement. It's another true story film about 2 climbers and their attempt to scale the dangerous north face of the Elgar. It's a film that is well made in almost all regards. The mountain action is without a doubt the highlight, while the politics and the love story disappoint. It delivers on the terror that the hike brings, but I didn't like how the director put on so much emphasis on anti-Nazis and other political aspects. However, that doesn't affect the quality of the film that much, and it still is a highly gripping 2-hour film. Number 3, Everest. Another true story. Most of these films are made after real people. Featuring well-known actors such as Jason Clarke, Josh Brolin, and others, is the story of Rob Edwin Hall, who went on an expedition to ascend Mount Everest alongside Scott Fisher. It's got some nail-biting set pieces, and even though it lacks some twists and turns that would make it more suspenseful, it's still tense. A lot of it comes from the craftsmanship of the director, who makes the mountains seem like hell and heaven. What I also liked is how the people don't seem like superheroes. They are human beings who are vulnerable to the perils of the environment. Number 2, The Thing. Well, this one is definitely not based on a true story, and it might be a weird pick for this list. A research team in Antarctica is hunted by a shape-shifting alien. To be honest, I was half expecting for things to get a supernatural turn in Against the Ice, which immediately reminded me of John Carpenter's The Thing. The suspense in this one is truly relentless. It never lets up. That is due to the claustrophobic base and the eerie polar nights. It's a celebrated horror film that still holds up to this day somewhat. The biggest horror element about it is that the alien changes shape in the form of its victim, which means that anybody in this film could be the alien. If that's not survival, I don't know what is. And number 1, The Summit of the Gods. An animation film about an expedition to Mount Everest based on a manga? Count me in. This French Netflix original film is just not talked about enough. A photojournalist is on a question for the truth as he tries to find the climber who went missing. Just like all of the films mentioned, the suspense in this one is great. The style and substance of The Summit of the Gods is part of a new generation of French animation, and even though this is a work of fiction, this is one of the best, if not the best, Everest movies out there. The animation is incredibly beautiful, however, it's the climbing sequences which will win everyone over as they evoke fear and adrenaline. Are you planning on watching these films? Let me know down in the comments. While you are there, press that like and subscribe button. Press the bell to get notifications every time my videos get uploaded, and until next time, keep on watching movies, guys.